Le'Veon Bell is gone. Antonio Brown is gone. Yet there's still rumblings out of Pittsburgh that the real issue may have truly been, and we saw it with the Colbert quote about having 52 kids in the locker room, it may ultimately be Big Ben. Our franchise quarterbacks, do they have too much power in those locker rooms that it could decimate an entire franchise? One even like the Pittsburgh Steelers that has been dominant for years and years and years?
I don't know if it's decimated because they've been dominant for so long. It may be coming to a head right now.
Right.
And again, some kind of relationship's just time. And yeah, Ben definitely has a lot of juice in there. I wouldn't have come out and said that he has that much juice because he alienates everybody else. I don't really get that. But yeah, we know that quarterbacks have an awful lot of power, and they end up spending more time with their head coach if he's an offensive coach. And yeah, that's your field general, if we want to go with a military term.
When you have an off season like this, sometimes the quiet ones are making the biggest advances, right? Where has it been quiet this offseason for players that need to make a big jump into this year? And what are you expecting from people like, let's say, Sam Darnold, who just picked up Le'Veon Bell, others that are having a really quiet offseason like it should be? Not a lot of news, and we're going to see them when camp opens up in late July.
It's interesting. The way this offseason's gone, it's going this way because, it's a copycat league. So 2 years ago, the Eagles win the Super Bowl, and they did it by bringing in a bunch of guys and trading for the Ajays and, signing Alshon and, building the offensive line. They did that. They wheeled and dealed. And then last year, the Rams did an awful lot of wheeling and dealing. So I think people look and go, oh, that's the norm for right now. The league is cyclical, and it'll go back down because, I like what the Colts have done. They've had all this money, and they're like, we're just not going to spend it during the insanity phase. There's always an insanity phase of free agency. Always happens. But if you sit tight, then all of a sudden you can start getting these really great deals like, Bears did with HaHa. And, there's a couple other, there'll be a couple other studs that kind of dropped out here. You can kind of get for these lower deals now that things calm down. But, it's the insanity of that first wave. There's always a huge divide between those who end up spending and those who say, let's just wait it out.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on Audience.